a narcissist's ego and make them submit to you until they die. Narcissists are commonly characterized by envy and jealousy. Moving on with your life and finding happiness without them is the worst outcome for a narcissist. Their inherent nature leaves them destined for eternal unhappiness. While some narcissists may succeed professionally and enjoy financial comfort, these external achievements fail to satisfy their insatiable need for adoration. The happiness of a narcissist often stems from causing pain to others. They find solace in the suffering of others, as it affirms their own feelings of loneliness. It is crucial to remember that narcissists epitomize the saying, "Misery loves company," as they derive pleasure from witnessing others in distress. Therefore, prioritizing your mental and emotional well-being is of paramount importance, because narcissists easily detect when you are upset, angry, or willing to forgive them just to regain their attention. Maintain distance from narcissists and their enablers, commonly known as flying monkeys. They will relentlessly attempt to bring you down in any way possible. Sever all contact with narcissists and those who support them, as continued association will impede your progress towards healing. However, the length of your recovery process depends on the severity of the damage inflicted by the narcissist. If complete avoidance is not feasible, exert every effort to keep your emotions in check. Avoiding or ignoring them altogether is an effective strategy. Remaining calm and maintaining a positive attitude is the most powerful approach, as narcissists struggle to comprehend and counteract this mindset. Narcissists actively seek out victims to unload their pent-up anger onto them. Their unwavering belief in the eventual success of their vindictive actions stems from the concern that you may have moved on without them. Knowing this, they brace themselves for the worst outcome. Once they realize they have lost the manipulative tit-for-tat game, they gain solace in feeling better about themselves. There is a perverse thrill narcissists experience when they witness you harming yourself with anger and hatred. If you continually believe there is no way out, you will find yourself stuck in this predicament. Conversely, if you perpetually adopt a negative mindset, you may attract similar experiences into your life. To move forward after enduring narcissistic abuse, you must undergo significant changes in your thought patterns, emotions, and inner desires for recovery. Throughout your journey, remember to embrace courage. When a narcissist observes their previous victims thriving, it evokes a sense of sadness within them. Although they may appear happy for your accomplishments, they may still harbor anger due to the wounds inflicted by their narcissistic behavior. Extinguish the fire stirred within you. If you manage to achieve success, despite their best efforts to impede you, their hostility will intensify. They will be disheartened to learn that you have moved on to greater things. By acting as though they do not exist or hold any importance, you effectively provoke a narcissist's ire. Indirectly, you cause them considerable emotional pain, even if they may not admit it openly. As the situation unfolds, the narcissist may attempt to re-enter your life in search of an opportunity. However, if the narcissist refuses to acknowledge their wrongdoing and take steps to make amends, it is crucial to close the door and ignore their presence until genuine change is demonstrated. They might temporarily try to win you over with a display of love or affection, enticing you to reconsider your decision. However, this should not overshadow the fact that they will ultimately return to making your life difficult. Any ex-narcissists who observe your personal growth should keep their distance. Despite what others may perceive, you possess inherent value that transcends their manipulation. Narcissists experience jealousy when confronted with our accomplishments, as it serves as a reminder of their own inadequacies. They recognize that they can never match the quality of our work or the depth of our emotions. In the face of self-centered abuse, the most powerful retaliation is to live a life driven by goodness. This way, you safeguard your peace and radiate your inner light. I trust that some of the insights shared here will prove helpful to you. Wishing you a wonderful week until our next interaction. When you end up hurting a narcissist and triggering his narcissistic injury, this is a scary thing that will happen. Narcissists typically seek out vulnerable individuals who are sympathetic and likely to provide them with material or emotional resources. They utilize these resources to bolster their own image and fulfill their goals. If given the chance, they will immediately push the boundaries to exploit their victims, leading to a constant struggle for power where you may experience intense pain. Over time, they steadily amplify their demands, seeking to break even more significant boundaries. The easiest targets for a narcissist are those who remain in the relationship out of a belief that their self-worth is tied to the narcissist and fear being trapped otherwise. Individuals who have endured long-term manipulation and gaslighting, perhaps starting with a narcissistic parent, are particularly susceptible to this scenario. I want to express my appreciation for your attention thus far in this video. For those new to this channel, your mission is to uncover the secrets that lie beneath the surface of a narcissist. I value your future support as we dive deeper into this topic. It's important to note that not all outward expressions of narcissism are negative, as there can be various underlying causes such as brain chemistry imbalances or physical trauma. However, narcissistic rage encompasses a wide range of behaviors, spanning from overt acts of violence to more covert forms of aggression. Narcissists can experience depression if they do not receive the excessive attention they crave. Frustration and passive-aggressive behavior. This is particularly devastating to them as it shatters their idealized self-image. But if narcissists are so concerned about their appearance, how can they also experience these negative emotions? Moving forward, let's focus on understanding the impact of a narcissistic injury on the narcissist. How do their reactions align or diverge? If they are deemed to be so terrible, why does this occur? Narcissistic individuals can sustain a wide range of narcissistic wounds, where you have encountered several possibilities along the way. However, I will specifically address the most severe narcissistic injuries and the potential reactions that may ensue. These injuries, also known as wounded egos, elicit damage to the narcissist's pride and sense of self-importance. Such experiences attack their false self, which forms the foundation of their identity. The severity of the wound can influence the narcissist's response, but regardless of the depth, their behavior tends to manifest similarly. In the interest of brevity, let's briefly examine the typical reactions of a narcissist when their sense of self-importance is injured. When a narcissist's ego is under threat, they commonly experience feelings of guilt and frustration. This shift in focus often leads to a deep desire for revenge within the narcissist. Regardless of the severity of the offense committed against them, narcissists possess no capacity for forgiveness. They do not seek to understand or explain the situation. Instead, they immediately begin plotting how to inflict harm and punishment upon the perceived wrongdoer. Smear campaigns are one favored method, whether carried out privately or publicly. Initially cruel behavior may abruptly change, further causing distress. Additionally, a narcissist's reaction to being wounded can intensify their harmful actions. This occurs when their very sense of self crumbles, exposing the truth about their character, resulting in profound embarrassment. Various factors can drive a narcissist to extreme measures, causing their internal wounds to burst open. In the video, I extensively discussed how isolation, public humiliation, and personal insults strongly impact narcissists. Individuals who possess the ability to inflict all three simultaneously pose a significant threat to narcissists. As a result, the narcissist will either avoid such individuals at all costs out of fear or become fixated on seeking vengeance against them. The mere presence of their tormentor may bring relief to those who have suffered at their hands. This confrontation forces the narcissist to confront the truth. They genuinely dislike the other person and should stop pretending otherwise. In extreme cases, they may even wish for their target's demise rather than having to continue dealing with them. A severe narcissistic injury inflicted upon individuals with an extreme personality type like narcissism can have far-reaching consequences, impacting more than just the victim. The subsequent actions of the narcissist will depend on the intensity of their feelings of anger, despair, or fear. Even if a narcissist acknowledges their mistakes and seeks help, it is highly unlikely for them to succeed in genuine transformation. In cases where their hatred is overwhelming, they may resort to extreme measures such as attempting curses, hiring hitmen, or engaging in other drastic actions aimed at eliminating the target. Narcissists would manipulate and influence anyone to fulfill their desires, as long as they believe it cannot be traced back to them. When wronged by another narcissist, their darker nature becomes increasingly evident. They may attempt to garner pity by portraying themselves as victims, but this is merely a diversionary tactic to deflect attention away from their true objectives. Professionals equipped with their expertise can effectively identify the source and severity of the narcissist's anger. Their trained observations provide an authoritative account of the situation. When narcissists experience injury, a range of negative emotions ensue, including fear, rage, resentment, and embarrassment. These emotional responses contribute to a heightened state of depression within the narcissist. Multiple slights or rejections can easily destabilize them, as narcissistic wounds, like any ego-related injury, leave lasting scars. The constant flood of criticism makes the narcissist unpleasant to be around. Additionally, if consistently frustrated, they may resort to acts of violence or experience a mental breakdown. Narcissists demonstrate limited interest in healing from past hurts and moving forward in life. As they age, it becomes increasingly challenging for them to change their behavior due to their refusal to accept themselves and acknowledge their own flaws. When a narcissist's pride is wounded, it may be more appropriate to offer them support and encouragement to pursue their own personal growth, rather than suggesting self-harm. I hope that you found value in this video and its insights. I invite you to reflect and share an experience where you made someone feel bad about themselves and observe their reaction. I look forward to your continued presence and engagement. Should you have any questions or feedback, please feel free to utilize this space. Stay updated by subscribing to our channel and enabling notifications through the bell icon in the description. Thank you for taking the time to watch this.